Let's start then. Why are there men on our roof? No, don't open. Don't open.
Do it. Make it uncomfortable. Make it weird.
There are men on our roof.
Make it weird.
Oh, God, it's very bright.
It's so
Look at
bright.
those men on our roof. What are they doing?
The new Jason Show set?
That's our new Jason Show audience entrance.
Out in the cold.
Out in the cold. You have to come to our show via the roof.
And you have to fix broken stuff on set.
You'll have to fix our heating unit in order to get in. Sorry. We don't charge you. It's the least you could do.
Yeah.
Roll the open.
Here we go. Have a seat. Save your energy. We have an hour.
I said if I was going to do TV, because I was never not going to be myself.
Where are the people who are a little bit different?
You're sitting next to one on the couch. So let's just say that.
Be yourself, but not too much of yourself.
Now, here's Jason.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Hello. Thank you. Wow. Look at the Christmas people. Hi, everybody. Hello. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, everybody. Welcome to the Jason Show. Our audience is in the Christmas spirit today. Look at that. Buddy's here. Buddy's here. Thanks for being here, everybody. I'm Jace. Let's start with this. This is again, every morning I come in and Jeff goes, have you seen this? This is an absolute nutter butter story out of Vietnam, okay? A guy had an extreme headache for 5 months. I'm sure there are people that can relate, okay? But the reason he went to the hospital was, well, anyway, look at this. During a CT scan, doctors discovered dude had a pair of broken chopsticks shoved up his nose. The audience is stunned silent on that one. That's right. You didn't think the show was going to start with this today, did you? No. Now I'm going to make it worse. Are you ready, audience? One was 3 inches, and the other was 5 inches long. Okay, half of our audience left. That's great. He had no clue how they got there. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. But he did eventually remember being in a drunken fight 5 months ago. That is not a joke. Doctors were able to surgically remove the chopsticks through his nose. There we go.
Oh.
And he's here in our audience today.
Oh, wow.
Come on out. Cue the music, Leo. Let's do this. Here we go. Kendall, give it up for Falen, everyone. Hello, friends.
That guy needs to stop drinking immediately. Oh, my God.
Can you imagine having that and then not remembering that you got into a drunken fight?
Also, like, I just am trying to envision the whole scenario. Did they hold him down and it was like, or was it like an uppercut with chopsticks? Like, what was the vibe,
I just never thought I would ask this on my own show, but how does one get chopsticks stuck up their nose in a drunken fight?
Yeah, no idea, yeah.
It's a process I do not understand.
Don't want to know any more about it.
I mean, I've done things cocktailed. I bought the suit I'm wearing today. This is my drunk suit, yeah. I prefer to say it's the classier. I was cocktailed at the time. I did not remember. I'm not joking, and I didn't do this on purpose. This is the suit that I don't remember really ordering. And I just, the guys, the King brothers that make my suits.
Yep.
I saw somebody that had a similar suit. I texted them in Chicago, and I said, I want that color. And then it came in 6 weeks later. They texted me and they said, your suit's in. And I go, what suit? And they said, the suit you ordered, moron. And I said, yeah. And then, so every time I wear it, this is, yeah. And by the way, this is green. Adjust your, I always try to help people adjust the color on their television. This is a deep green if you want to adjust the color balance of your television there, yeah. Oh, anyway, hey, update the folks. Congratulations to your stepson, Dylan.
Yes, he passed his driver's test.
That's right.
Yep, yeah. Very quick, very easy. He passed it, and then he drove, you know, his car by himself for the first time, and my husband cried.
Yeah.
He was like, a whole new fear is unlocked. Like, he, you know, different era, because he can follow his little dot on his phone to see where he is. We didn't have that
in Indiana.
Yeah, anywhere.
Anywhere,
to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like, it's just so scary, but he's so excited.
Do you remember the first place you went when you got in the car with your license for the first time?
Not really, honestly.
I do.
Yeah.
I drove, it's still there, I believe, in Michigan City, Indiana. It's a restaurant called Holly's.
Okay.
And if, you know, we are now in Michigan City. We're on Chicago. Hi Holly's in Michigan City, but yeah, I went there to meet some friends.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I remember my first car. I was lucky my dad gave me a car, but it was the sketchiest car ever. It was an Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme, had a crack in the windshield, the windows didn't roll down, the dash didn't work, and it was electronic, so I never knew how much gas I had or how fast I was going.
Atta girl, yeah.
It was so sketchy.
We have another thing in common. I had a powder blue Oldsmobile station wagon as my first, car.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I could fit
so
hundreds of people in there. It was like a Shriners car in a parade. Yeah. Anyway, let's get started. Leo, activate the hot dish. Let's do this. Here we go. They took my spoons. I keep forgetting they took my spoons when they decorated for the holidays. So I'll stir it with the stir it. That's in Indiana. Yeah.
Let me stir it.
Let's get started. A major twist last night on Dancing with the Semi-Stars. 5 couples competed in the semifinals, hoping to advance to the final 4, and the perfect scores were flying. First up, our buddy Jason Mraz.
Oh my gosh.
The singer, Jay, scored 30 out of 30 on his Paso Doble. That's every season. That's one of the harder dances to do. Next, a front runner all season, Ariana Madix. Let's look at her.
Suddenly the sky erupts. Flames that light the trees, spread to fallen leaves. Now they're right up on me.
Foxtrot. Got perfect marks. She has very good neck posture. Yeah, with her dancing. Finally, Xochitl Gomez, another front runner. Let's look at her. She's 17 years old. Both of her dances got 30 out of 30, but the end of the show was a bit of a shock to fans. That's right. Ariana and Xochitl were the last 2 standing. Luckily, the judges decided to move all 5 stars forward to next week's finale. I don't like when... No, don't clap for that. No. I don't like whether it's Drag Race or whether it's this show. If everybody's special, nobody's special. Oh. You know, I'm just saying, life is hard. Cut people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Life is hard.
Oh, man.
Eliminate. I know it's a holiday season. It's 4 weeks till Christmas. Oh. Yes.
So intense.
I'm in a mood today. Cut them.
Gosh, if Jason worked on that show, he'd have a huge candy cane and just pull someone off the side. You're out. You're out.
If Jason was a judge on that show, the show would be 4 weeks long. It would be like, I would eliminate 7 right off the bat, just by their first dances. You're gone. Eric Estrada, you're out of here.
And I hate your outfit. Get.
Exactly. Next up, when it comes to TV Christmas movies, we've seen just about everything. Kiss in a Gazebo,
Check. Big bad corporation tries to take over a cookie business? Check. Falling off a ladder into a man's arms? Check. Gay people in a Hallmark movie? Check. But what? I added that last one because it was shocking. Anyway, but one new Christmas movie has something we've never seen before. What? Sex.
Scandalous.
That's right. According to the star of Lifetime's upcoming movie, it's called A Cowboy Christmas Romance. It's the first, front row, you're making me laugh. It's the first TV Christmas movie with some sexy time. And I mean cowboy sexy time.
Wow.
Jana Kramer stars in the movie as a woman who, yes, returns to her hometown to convince a rancher to sell his family's land.
Wow.
Kramer says the scene is cowboy steamy, but still tame enough to air on Lifetime.
Oh, thank goodness.
Have you seen what's on Lifetime? Anyway, A Cowboy Christmas Romance premieres December 9th. Thank you for the delayed clap on that one, audience. I appreciate that.
But when you said, have you seen what's on Lifetime, everyone goes, no.
Oh, no. Lifetime used to be the home of all those made-for-TV movies with Meredith Baxter. You know what I mean? With, like, the wife kills the husband and then buries him in the dog cemetery or something. Yeah, it's the
dog cemetery.
I know, yeah.
Genius.
Genius.
Yeah.
But no, I'm excited for this. I don't enjoy these movies. This one I'll watch.
Because of the cowboy hookup?
Cowboy hookups, yes. Cowboy nookie, absolutely. That's right. 'Tis the season.
Yeehaw.
The audience is going to figure me out during this commercial break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Back in a moment. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. It's a very large gingerbread house.
Yeah.
That's huge. I wonder if it's really edible. Jeff, do we know, is this really edible? Take a bite. Take a bite? No, I don't want to get in trouble. Oh, my goodness.
No.
Oh, I don't need to get in trouble. There we go. But that's beautiful, thanks to Home Furniture. Well, welcome back, everybody. Kiss or Mariah? That was the question, and I mean the band Kiss, okay? That was the question last night when Jimmy Kimmel decided to quiz his audience. Because here's the deal. Kiss and Mariah both recently performed at the Hollywood Bowl, so Jimmy wanted to put his audience to the test. Look at this.
We're going to show you a fan, a concert goer. You have to guess whether they're there to see Kiss or Mariah Carey, okay? Here we go.
I'm Jose. I'm Sway. I'm from San Francisco, Daly City.
And Jose, who are you here to see tonight, Kiss or Mariah Carey?
Okay, is Jose there to see Mariah Carey or Kiss? What do you think? Unanimous, Kiss. All right.
Mariah Carey, the GOAT.
My name's Rosalind and I'm from Brisbane, Australia.
And Rosalind, who are you here to see tonight, Mariah Carey or Kiss?
Okay. The Australian and Rosalind come all the way to see Kiss or Mariah Carey. You say Kiss. Well, let's see what she says.
I'm here to see Kiss.
My name is Andrew, and I'm from LA.
Andrew, who are you here to see tonight, Kiss or Mariah Carey?
Oh. This is tough now. We are split again. Well, now let's find out. Is Andrew at the bowl to see Mariah Carey or Kiss?
I'm here to see Mariah.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Complete with a Mariah t-shirt. It's a great idea. Oh, that is great.
That's
Have you ever
awesome.
seen a show at the Hollywood Bowl?
No, I've been to the Rose Bowl, but not,
Hollywood Bowl, if anyone ever takes a little trip to LA, try to see a show there. It is one of my favorite things to do. Our buddy Melissa Peterman hosts the Sound of Music sing-along in the fall, and it's just magical. I've seen an ABBA tribute band there. It's fantastic. So try to get out there. More just for you now, and we're sticking with late night. Jon Hamm was a guest on Jimmy Kimmel, not Fallon, and talked about getting naked, getting nakes on the new season of Fargo. Now keep in mind, they didn't shoot Fargo here in Minnesota, which I'll go off on in a minute. They shot it in Canada, where it was very, very, very cold. Listen.
I don't remember, because in Celsius, 0 is freezing.
I know it's much colder in Celsius.
So you go, well, 0 in our thing is really cold.
Right,
So 0 is normal there, but then it gets down to like -30, and you go, this is not safe.
And then you have to be naked, which I'm not sure. Did you know that was going to be the case?
I thought I had a rider in my contract that was like, naked's fine. Cold naked is not great. I'm more of a warm
naked.
Like, yeah, warm naked.
I've always said that about you. He's kind of a warm naked guy, yeah.
Usually warm naked.
Yeah. Just to be clear, Falen and I have a warm naked contract clause in our contract. That's right. I don't know about you.
We're in the wrong state.
We are in the wrong state.
Naked.
Hamm plays a crazy Cher from North Dakota on season 5 of Fargo. And I got to say, I know it's tax incentives or breaks. I get so mad when the shows that are based here or in North Dakota, when they're not shot here or in North Dakota. And I know it's a very complicated conversation, but drives me nuts. Speaking of Fargo, the 3rd episode of the new season aired last night. I finally got a chance to watch episode 1 of the new season featuring, yes, the Jason Show. That was, yeah. I'll tell you about that experience in a minute, but I'll cut to the chase here. I really loved it. It has the feeling of the movie. It has the aura of the movie, and it also reminds me of season 1 of the series, which was one of my favorites. They seem to be kind of back on track after kind of losing its way last year. I have a couple friends that didn't even make it through the entire 4th season, but this just crackles. The acting is great. The writing is sharp. It's like great dark comedy. It's violent, which is just like, that's what Fargo is supposed to be, but there's almost like a funny violence to it, which I don't even know if that's a thing, but I am hooked. Like I always know, yeah. But if I may, it was very, very odd. It's an oddity in an oddity. I'm on TV every weekday of my life, but sitting in my living room watching Fargo, a big network drama, and seeing our show on that show on my television in my living room with my dogs next to it was very odd.
Very Inception.
It was very Inception, but it was. I got to tell you, it was a hoot to see. It was fun to see. It was fun to see our show on there.
And then in episode 2, that's when you'll get to see Jon's cheeks, his hams.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's nudie in the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember he had the prosthetics done for the
prosthetic
piercings,
nips.
for the nips, and then yeah.
I do like
You'll see the back too.
And I think you told me this. There is a macabre thing. Our show's sound is playing while some really violent stuff is taking place. So you hear Shane and I bantering with our goofy banter while it's like, and I'm like, it is very weird.
Yeah.
The juxtaposition is odd. Fargo airs Tuesday nights on FX and streams the next day on Hulu. Good season. Check it out, season 5. Next in the dish, it would be my dream, celebrating Christmas with Cher. That's right. The legendary music diva is promoting her first ever Christmas album. On the Today Show with the great Harry Smith, she was asked, why did this take so long? Look at this.
The thing that occurred to me immediately was, why hadn't you done this before?
Because I didn't want to.
Really?
Yep. I didn't want to because I couldn't find myself in Christmas records. I didn't really want to sing any of those songs. And then my record company was really good. They just let me go to my house and then hand them the master.
This is Cher's 27th album in her career, and it features duets with Stevie Wonder, Michael Bublé, and to me, the other queen of Christmas, sorry, Mariah, Darlene Love. During the interview, Cher was also asked about a big anniversary, and she was also asked about aging. Watch this exchange.
How amazing is it that Believe is 25 years old?
It's not that amazing, okay? Pisses me. It pisses the out of me, and you can't put that out.
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. No, it just is like, what is this?
So you and Age, you're not friends?
No, my mother didn't mind, but I do. I hate it.
I had a tough time with 70. I'll admit it. Really knocked me in a hole for a while.
I'd give anything to be 17 again.
She looks great, though. She looks fantastic.
She does.
Cher is 77.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? She's currently working on her memoir, but says it's difficult because she's lived too long and done too many things. It was almost a direct quote from her. Yeah.
The album, everything, she's like blowing up with this. We even played her song. I mean, I work for a top 40 radio station. We played the Christmas song like 2 different times yesterday because this promotion and the album is performing so well.
It's a good, we just played it during the commercial break here in the studio. I can hear it. It's KDWB if you're, I can hear it on your station, actually.
It sounds like Cher. It has like the very auto-tuned sound to it, like her current modern day sound. So yeah, I was surprised she had never done a holiday album either.
She's the best. Have you ever met her?
No.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I met her once.
Yeah.
I met her once. I've told this story about 6 times here on the show, but if you're new to us, the election of 2000, I walked in. I was a producer of an entertainment segment. This is the Al Gore, George W. Bush election. And I walk in, and on an election day like that, nobody really does their normal job. It's all hands on deck in the newsroom. And I walk in, and the assignment editor, Keith Brown, he had written on the assignment board, Jason, Cher. And I went, it said reporter, Jason, assignment, Cher. And I went up to Keith and I looked at him and I go, Keith, I know you don't know me very well because I was fairly new. I go, but you never joke with a homo about Cher. I said, you never, you don't joke to the gays about Cher. And audience doesn't know what to do with me today. I'm just telling you, have no idea what to do with me. You got to get the liquor card in here. But I said, you never know, don't ever do that. And he goes, Jason, he jokingly swatted me and he goes, stop it. I'm being honest. She flew in to talk to union guys in Roseville. She's at a factory. Right. So you're going to go there and interview her. So after I wiped the pee off the floor, I asked the photographer, I go, can you take me home before we go to the factory? And this photographer is a big gruff guy, and he is Steve Painovich. And Steve looked at me, he goes, why you got to go home? And I go, well, I got to get a Cher DVD. And he goes, what? So I went home and got Mermaids, the Cher movie on Laserdisc.
Excellent movie.
And yeah. So I walk up, I got in the factory, and it was my turn to interview her, and I walk up to Cher, and I go, hi, and I asked her an election question, and I go, okay, now that I got that out of the way, would you sign my Laserdisc? And she smiles at me, and she goes, which one? And I said, and I lifted it up, and it was Mermaids, and she goes, of course it's Mermaids. And then she grabbed my cheeks and squeezed my cheeks, and signed it for me. So yeah, it's great. One of my best experiences. Next on the disc, the case of too many shrimp. The big bosses at Red Lobster are regretting their decision today to permanently add the endless shrimp deal to their Red Lobster menu. No. So here's the deal. This special started back in June, allowing customers to pick 2 different types of scrimps with unlimited refills. Yes, so here's the good news. It did bring in more customers to the Claw, but the Claw's CFO says the price was too cheap. How do they know this? The company just reported an $11 million loss in the 3rd quarter.
Oh my God.
All due to popcorn shrimp. That's right. They're endless shrimp.
Oh, man. They cleared out an ocean. Like, that's
seriously.
a lot of shrimp. Oh. That's so many shrimp.
I worked there, famously, I worked there for many years through college and through one of my first years here. And it would bring in new people. But my goodness, you would have, my favorite thing were these little old ladies, these little seniors that would come in, and they would bring giant purses. And I mean the biggest purses that it could fit their grandchildren in the purse. And they would come, and when I would turn my back, they would shove the biscuits in their purse, and then they would ask me for extra shrimp, and then they would wrap up the shrimp in napkins and put it in their purse and take it home. Yeah, and I'm like, they thought I wasn't seeing them. I don't care. It's not my money.
No.
You know, take home all Red Lobster shrimp you want, lady. I don't care. Yeah.
Those purses must have smelled great.
Really, right? I know. We have a lot more to come. Go get some more shrimp. We'll be back after this. Back in a moment.
Coming up in just a little bit, he's one of our favorites, the Gadget Guy. Steve Greenberg is back with a list of the hottest gadgets for the holiday season. And then,
roll it, Leo. It's time for the hot dish. We just had too many hot dish stories today, so we're doing some leftovers. Guy Fieri, Linda Evangelista, and... a herpes test on Family Feud? What? The details still ahead. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. From toys to smartphones to robotic dogs, electronic gifts are some of the most wanted gifts every holiday season. And one guy knows which gadgets everyone will want. Joining us live with his picks of award-winning gifts is the Gadget Guy, the award-winning. Give it up for Steve Greenberg, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Hi, buddy. How you doing?
Hey, good to see you. I'm doing great, and you know, you can't do a Christmas segment without an ugly Christmas sweater. This is uglychristmassweater.com. And one of the nice features of this one, hold on, I gotta give you the full effect. It lights up, of course. And it's a T-Rex, but because it's decorated with lights, it's a Tree Rex, so it makes a lot of sense. Anyway, and it's certainly ugly, so it fits the ugly Christmas sweater. You can check that box off.
Are you battery operated, Steve? I never thought I would ask that, but yeah.
I am battery. At least my sweater is battery operated. Me, not so much.
Come closer to the camera, Steve. I want to see that. That's really cute.
Isn't it cute? It lights up, changes colors. It's kind of, there are other ones out there. They have three-dimensional ones, but some of them are actually hard to demonstrate other things with it in the way. So this one kind of meets the requirements for me.
That
and
is
again, it's from a company called uglychristmassweater.com. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, you know, some of those they look cheap and bad. That's a really good, cool looking one. I like that.
I think so too. I think it's very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so staying with the dinosaur theme. Now, all the products I'm going to show you today are all award winning.
Oh.
So first up, for 18 months and older, let me get down here on the floor by the Christmas tree. This right here, this little one here is for 18 months and older. This has won a Family Choice Award, and this is Tracy, the fidget triceratops from a company called Learning Resources. And remember the fidget spinner craze? Well, this kind of gets it for little kids. It makes noises, and it plays with it. It's all soft. But what's nice about it, there are no pieces that come off. So this is great for in the stroller or in the backseat of the car or on an airplane. You're not going to be hunting for missing pieces. And it also works on that whole sensory and all, you know, just getting the kids' dexterity up to par. It's just a great toy for, you know, keeping them fascinated and using their dexterity.
Heck, I would use it. I fidget. I'm going to get one of those dinosaurs. Yeah.
I know. Absolutely. It's soft, and it's kind of cute, too. So this is Tracy. Okay, so moving on to the next one. This, a little bit bigger. This is from the company called Droid, and this is their...
Are you going to get on that, Steve? Are you going to get on that?
No, I tried. Trust me, I really wanted to, but I couldn't. I don't fold this much. But anyway, this is, let me show it to you right here. This is from a company called Droid. It's called the Romper, and this is the first and only electric tricycle with parental controls built into it. So you see it has a key right here that the parent controls. That gives it a maximum speed of either 3 miles per hour or 6 miles per hour. You pick what you want. And it also has a slow start throttle. So once you turn it on and you hit the power button over here, it doesn't just run off. It kind of speeds up. It slowly goes up to that speed so the child won't zoom away. You can keep you know, kind of a little safer. It's got this little flag on it so you can also keep track of the child if they do get farther away. But really kind of a cool thing. And this is for ages 3 and up. And this is also an award winner. It won a Mom's Choice Award.
Can you send that to me for Falen, please? Yeah.
Falen would love this. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll pack it up.
What do we have next, my friend?
Okay, next, this is another Mom's Choice Award winner. This is right here. This is the Monster Jam Gravedigger tracks from Spin Master, right here. What's cool about it is that it's got these treads. So it's indoor and outdoor, and not just like a little bit outdoor. This can go over snow, ice, rocks, sand. It can even go in the pool. I, of course, have to demonstrate it because that's what my job is here. So here we go. It goes super fast.
Look at that, Steve.
I love it. It's a lot of fun. There we go. So this is, again, Monster. So this has won the Mom's Choice Award, Monster Jam Gravedigger tracks from the folks at Spin Master.
Oh, I have My nephew Falen would absolutely love that thing. Okay, we have one more. A Bark Safe smartphone. What is this?
So I've talked about Bark before. So this is a safe phone. The number one question I get from parents writing to me, including your audience all the time, is what's a safe smartphone to get to my child, and what age should I give it to them? Basically, the 10 and up is when you start thinking about getting a smartphone for your child. And this one has gotten huge reviews. In fact, it's an award winner as well. We see it won PC Magazine's Editor's Choice Award and Time's Best Inventions of 2023 Award. And this is the phone. It's the Bark. Bark.us. And what's great about it, it's a real Samsung phone, but you have complete control of it as the parent. It won't allow any naked pictures going in or out of it, which is kind of a nice thing. It's sad that we need that, but you need that. And any text messages, emails, whatnot, downloading of apps, the parent gets notified about everything, and you can block it before it gets to your child. You can pause the internet for a period of time. You can set it so it only works when they're out of school, not in school. What's also great about it is that it grows with the child. As the child gets older, you can relinquish more control back to the child, so you're not just monitoring everything. So as they get older, 15, 16, 17, you can, if you want, if they deserve it, you can give them more control back, which is another really smart feature. And this was improved from previous years because they took all the feedback from parents and they made these changes to kind of make it fit what parents really wanted. But another nice feature, you can buy or lease it, which is another nice thing about it. And again, it's from Bark.us.
That is fantastic. We have more great gadgets with Steve after the break. Back in a moment, everybody. Stay right there. That's a great phone. Parents. Welcome back. More hot dish coming up. We have leftovers. But right now, we're checking out some award-winning gadgets for the holiday season. We're back with Gadget Guy Steve Greenberg. Steve, what are you holding, buddy?
This is Doggy from a company called Wowie, and he's a robotic dog, very affordable, about $70 or so, which is really amazing. I don't know if you can hear him barking because of the noise-canceling headphones, but I think you might be able to hear it. This is absolutely amazing, the amount of technology built into him. If you just take him out of the box and turn him on, he has these light sets. This is a unique lighting, and he communicates through his tail, which again may not be able to see over television so clearly, but he puts emojis up there, single words. He'll put a heart up saying he loves you, or if he wants to go potty, there's a little potty sign up there. It's pretty amazing. And the lights are actually unique, so no two of these doggies are the same. The colors of lights that you get with each one is pretty unique to each one. And there he goes, he's saying something. Oh, he wants to be petted. And he feels, he has sensors here and here, and there are things you can do with his ears. If I put this little bone right here on him,
Steve, I think I just heard him say, why am I not on Kelly Clarkson? That's what he said, yeah. Yeah.
So here he is right there. You can take him for a walk if you want, or knock him over. He's awfully cute.
Yeah.
Another nice thing about him is if you sync him with a free app, you can then do some coding with him. He's running over here to Robert. He likes Robert more than me.
Control your animal, Steve. Control your animal.
Here's the nice thing. As opposed to a regular dog, when things get out of control, you can go like that. And good boy, stay. So he stays very good when you turn him off. Very good. Doggy from Wowie, very cool product, and won a bunch of awards, including Time Magazine Invention 2023 as well. Okay, moving on. Next, right here, this is called Cricket, and this is really amazing. This is not only a gift, but actually can make gifts. This is a smart cutting machine. The way it works, it's got a little blade right in here, and when you take this out, you can actually trade it in for and you can turn it into a smart drawing machine. And you can make anything with this thing. I mean, 50 different materials can go through it. You can make stickers, you can make greeting cards, you can make locker, vinyl stickers. It works on iron-ons. You can make t-shirts like this one right over here, or this bag. You can make it, you can even use infusible ink and make your own dishwasher-safe coffee mugs. It's absolutely amazing. This is, if you're a crafty person, this is really the toy for you. And plus, you're making stuff for other people. And there's this thing called Cricket Design Store. So if you go to that store, there's so many different designs. You can just grab them, or you can customize them, or start from scratch and make it yourself. Cricket.com.
We have about a minute left. Let's do 30 on the last item and 30 plug in your show, my friend.
Last product, this one's really for you. This is from the folks at Hammacher Schlemmer. I was thinking of you when I got it, and this is let's make sure one's there. Come on. This is a illuminated wine cooler. It's wireless, so you charge it up. It comes with reusable ice, which you just put back in the freezer. This is great for tailgating, a backyard party. It also has a Bluetooth speaker built into it, so you can sync it up to your phone, and you can have music. So if you want to go, to a picnic or to a tailgating or backyard barbecue, this can go anywhere, no cords, totally cordless. From the folks at Hammer Schlemmer, once you've charged it up, it gives you a light for about 10 hours, music stuff for about 10 hours. So
my family's watching. Phenomenal. That's a gift that keeps on giving. Okay, Steve, tell everyone about your show. You have a special guest that we love here.
I have Marla Jean Merman. I don't know if that's the guest you were thinking of. I also have a whole bunch of, including Ada Vox, I have on an upcoming episode of What the Heck Is That? So if you like games and you love gadgets, you have to check it out. Go to gadgetgameshow.com or just go on YouTube to What the Heck Is That? It's really cool. Of course, you can always go to a QR code there, and that takes you right there as well. So check it out. If you love a good game show, here's the logo here.
And we saw our beloved Madeline Smithberg there.
Madeline is she's currently up there right now. She's kind of a cousin of mine. We're related through marriage, and I love Madeline. I have for years. She's a genius behind Letterman Show and The Daily Show. And she's a Mad in the Kitchen, and I'm a huge fan of hers as well, and she's luckily a fan of mine. And she was a guest and does 2 episodes. I believe it's episode 80 and 81 are Madeline's episodes. Well, so check her out on that.
We will. The great Steve Greenberg. Thank you, buddy. We'll be posting this segment on our YouTube. And
to you and yours.
Bye, buddy. On our Facebook page as well, search Jason Show TV. You can also go to YouTube to watch Steve Greenberg's show, stevegreenberg.tv for his website. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Show. Well, hope you're hungry because we have so much hot dish today. Falen's never seen this. For the first time, we're digging into hot dish leftovers. Here we go, everybody. Woo, that's right. Kendall hates that animation because of the hairy arms. I don't know.
Well, that's fair.
Let's get started. Get ready to see more of one of the most popular faces on the Food Network. So turn on the channel, and there's a good chance you'll see this face.
Hi, everybody. I'm Guy Fieri, and we're rolling out. Headed for some of America's greatest diners, drive-ins, and dives. Hey, I'm Guy
Guy Fieri's Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives is a mainstay on the channel. He also hosts Guy's Grocery Games, Guy's Big Bite, and more. This week, Guy signed a new 3-year deal. Want to know how much that deal is? Of course you do. $100 million.
Wow.
That makes him by far the highest paid talent on the Food Network.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. You know what? Make that money.
Oh, yeah. If you provide a lot of content for a network, they should pay you what you're worth.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I like watching diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Well, we have yet another thing in common. You and I were both featured in an episode.
Different episodes, but
Different episodes, yeah.
Yeah.
Many years apart.
Yeah, and my place unfortunately closed. It was called Prairie Dogs, and it was a great hot dog place in the Twin Cities. But yours is still open.
Mine is still open. I was in, and it still runs. I'll inevitably will get a text message.
Mine runs too.
Yeah,
which I'm like,
I know. Mine was from like 2010, and I look like I'm 10. And I was with my ex, which is lovely.
Oh, me too.
Were you with your ex too? Yeah. Mine was for a bar called the 1029 Bar.
Oh, yeah.
And Next up, she was one of my favorite. She was from one of my favorite She was from one of my favorites from the recent docuseries, The Supermodels. Jason, get it together. Now, Linda Evangelista is taking a stand against dating.
Okay.
The model talked to the Sunday Times in England. When asked about dating, Linda said, quote, not interested. Linda Evangelista said that she doesn't want to sleep with anybody anymore.
Okay.
And this is the best part. Her reason, quote, I don't want to hear somebody breathing.
That's hilarious. I mean, fair.
Linda for president. People online are loving the statement saying they can relate Some even can say it's a contender for quote of the year.
I agree.
I agree.
Agreed, yeah.
I don't want to hear another person breathe.
No. I feel sorry for my husband every night. I am a mouth breather. I am like on my back, just mouth open.
Like a little bear.
I also talk in my sleep, apparently. So, yeah.
You're a joy.
Treat. Yeah,
is that what I'm hearing from you? Is you're a joy.
He's lucky.
Yeah, he's very mine. Well, we don't even sleep in the same room anymore. That's not much of a joy. Yeah, we don't, no. Because for all those reasons, I get up at the butt crack of dawn, and if I'm tired and I'm snoring, I don't want to interrupt him, and vice versa. So no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not doing it.
But if it's rare that he falls asleep before me, but if he does and he makes like the slightest peep, I'm like, ah, what are you doing?
Yes, yeah,
Get
me too.
Over.
I'm a light sleeper, though.
Gosh,
are you a light sleeper?
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm very
Jake is. He's a light sleeper.
Ooh, I am.
Yeah.
Next up, this story is just plain nutter butters. Anyone who is my age or older remembers watching the original Family Feud with legendary host Richard Dawson. Well, if you don't remember, he was known for kissing female contestants on the lips. Here he is. Now, it's hard to believe that was a thing, but it was. Richard hosted from 1976 to 1985, earning the nickname the Kissing Bandit. Well, a new book is revealing some behind the scenes. Okay, enough.
Yeah, we're good.
Is revealing some behind the scenes secrets from the show. According to the book Outrageous, A History of Showbiz and the Culture Wars, contestants on Family Feud, according to this book, had to be tested for herpes before appearing on camera.
I mean,
the policy started after people complained about all the kissing that Dawson was doing on each show. Now, let me add, because the headlines, hee or whatever, I will say I watched a documentary on Family Feud, and this isn't excusing it, this isn't saying it wasn't wrong, but I will tell you this. Number one, it was also a policy that Richard all the contestants were asked before the show started.
Oh, okay.
So a man or a woman could say no. Number two, ABC, because it originally was a network show, ABC got a lot of backlash, so they commissioned a study, a wide-ranging study, and by 30, 40 points, America said no, they found it endearing and sweet.
Oh.
And Richard started doing it because of a quote from his mom that was like something like, I'm sending love with a kiss. So I'm just telling you, it seems creepy in 2023 lenses, but there's a little context of what happened, back then. So
I'm good with receiving love through a text. Just a heart emoji.
There we go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We'll be kissing no one when we return. Back in a moment. Back after this. That's right. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. It's time to meet our first JVIP of the week. Each week we feature one of our home fans of the show. Today it's Laura from Rockford, Minnesota. She loves when I interact with the whole staff, including the producers, directors, and the camera staff. Yeah, we have the best crew and they're part of the show. Laura gets a Jason Show mug and is entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes being a VIP guest in our audience, a $150 gift card to Becker Furniture. We love Becker Furniture. And a $250 gift certificate to Renew Med Spa. Stay right there. We're wrapping things up after this. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. Hey, don't forget to take part in our annual Christmas card exchange. If you're new to us, you're like, what? This is not a joke. You send us a card and we will send you this autographed card back in the mail. And yes, we really did sign it. Our address is on your screen, 11358 Viking Drive, Eden Prairie, Minnesota, 55344. We'll feature cards on the show. And why I personally love this is because the executives here in our building, the bigwigs, have to hand write out all of the return envelopes. Nothing makes me happier. Oh, so please
Send thousands of cards. Please, I beg you. Tomorrow, Stephanie Hansen is back with cookie ideas for your holiday cookie exchange. That and more. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thanks for watching. Thanks to the studio audience. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Have a great day. And get those cards in. Lick address. Lick address.